Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming's The Walking Dead Season 8, Judith, Gracie, and Carl predictions. So thank you to everybody for being here tonight. I know my timing for this stream probably was not ideal. It's Game 7 of the World Series. I got 99 sports people like, Kills, what's going on? If you're doing a stream tonight, it should be about baseball. But yes, we are Wednesday night. We're doing our Wednesday Walker edition. We got Walking Dead fans here. So many things going on. As you guys can see by the screen, we got 999 Gaming. We got spoilers, comics, sports, and 999 plays. And I've got just a couple awesome announcements I'm looking forward to today. But first, I'm going to let a few people kind of filter in. So I just want to say what's up. Thanks to all of you guys for being here. This is Walking Dead season as well. This will be 20, 30-minute stream. Maybe some people watch the playback of this. And then this guy is going to watch some baseball, at least catch the end of it. I can't make myself watch baseball all season long, but then when it gets to like the playoffs and the World Series, I do get a little bit different interest in it. So thanks to all of you guys for showing up. I see some familiar faces starting to stream in the door. And you probably guessed by the title, we are going to tie all of this together the best we can. Judith, Gracie, Carl, predictions. Warning, there will be spoilers in this. There will be predictions. There will be those types of things. So if you're not into that, then this is not the place that you want to be, because this is where we're going to add a little bit of your insight, a little bit of your comments. Also, if you're new, welcome. Appreciate you being here. If you're not, you know how this works. So if you type something, I'm liable to call on you and say, Westwick88 says these Dodgers are going to blow it. Or I'll see Spaz0023, sup kills. So you guys are part of these videos. That's really what makes this channel. So let me get to a couple of neat announcements that I'm really happy about, in addition to some of the other channels. Is Kel, who is one of the moderators, is working with a couple other moderators to modify our Facebook fan page. We're going to open it up. It was a closed group for a long time. A couple hundred people there that are awesome 999 Army representatives. That's what we're all about, is good family. But we're opening it up to a much larger scale. There's going to be some good stuff in there. It's going to be public. You're going to be able to share stuff. Just a whole lot of neat stuff there. Thing that I would ask you, if you guys like some of the videos, you're involved in it, share it. Send it to someone else. The more the merrier. We're going to build this thing up. A couple other things that we're going to do. I'm not going to do it tonight because it was kind of last minute, but I have talked in some other videos about Easter eggs. So we're going to start doing more giveaways as well. On the 999 Army page, you might have saw Steph modeling one of the 999 Army shirts. So we're going to have some shirts to give away. We're going to have some iTunes cards, some Google Play cards. And it's really going to start next Tuesday during Random Things. There are going to be Easter eggs planted in some of the other videos that we do. So it could be a Walking Dead video. It could be a 999 Sports video. It could be a 999 Plays gaming video. Could be an off-the-wall question, any of the above. So next week we're going to give away some iTunes gift cards. Also on the 999 Plays channel, so there's incentive for you to sub to all 5 of the channels. On the 999 Plays channel, we're going to hit probably 500 subs next week, so we're going to do a 500 sub giveaway. Look, we're starting over. We built this one up. We're going to build the other ones up. Also, we're going to have issue number 100 of the Walking Dead comics as well. So once we hit issue number 100, we're going to do a giveaway and make that an event. And also on the 999 Comics channel, I will be reading the unfiltered Negan version, so you guys know it's a struggle for me, but I'll do a giveaway with that as well. And then also, we are rolling along. We're almost at, first of all, I want to recognize all of you in the stream. We're almost at 70,000 subscribers. So I know it's 68, some change. We're almost halfway, 68, 300, 400, something in that range. When we hit 70,000 subscribers, maybe the way we're trending, probably around Thanksgiving-ish, something like that, we're going to do a really big event for that as well, too. So I want to do more giveaways as well. So that's kind of what you can expect to things going on. So with that being said, I want to thank all the moderators for being here, some of the work that they're doing behind the scenes. Not only are they moderating the chat, we do kick chats, we do conversations about Walking Dead, about different ways to recognize some of the viewers and some of the subscribers. But it's all made possible because of you. Now, as we get started, I'm going to ask you guys just one quick thing. If you guys can slap the like button. For all the things we got going on, just kick it up a notch. And then we're going to start talking about the bunny. It's all about the bunny, right? I was so focused on the Carl storyline. Now, tonight we are going to talk about Carl. We're going to talk about Michonne. We're going to talk about Red Eye Rick. We're going to talk about Judith and also Gracie, because all of those things were really brought to the forefront. We were so focused on Carl rumors and Morales being back that I'll be one of the first ones to say I was not looking and deep diving for the clues. I saw the handcuffs and I saw the dog food sandwiches, and I'm on point. I'm thinking Merle is there, and then the painting over in the background that Simon took out of Gregory's mansion. Totally missed the bunny first time around, and it is a big clue, because the one thing that I was talking about in week number 1 was that it looked as if Judith and Rick got older, but Michonne and Carl didn't. I think there's a couple different theories, a couple different philosophies on that. So as you guys are typing, like I said, we're going to call in a few people. So this is how you're included in the video. So JB Smart 100 says maybe Rick's eyes are red because Judith is gone. Very possible, and we're gonna talk about that tonight as well too. There's a couple Judith theories and Michonne theories as well. Probably the most evident thing that could happen that would be terrible, but the Lori death at the prison is the thing that keeps sticking in my mind. And we've heard screams, we've heard what could be Carl screams, what could be Michonne crying. Now, Michonne looked at Carl and basically said, I'm going to help you protect this place. Like, you got to step up. The fact that Carl met Siddiq almost makes me wonder if Siddiq could possibly take Carl away or get Carl away from it. I'm just visualizing this thing, and it gives me kind of cold chills to think about it. But what if it is Michonne and Judith that get shot or get stabbed, and Carl can't do anything about it, and Siddiq actually takes Carl away, and Rick is left with the aftermath to deal with? I know it's extreme, I know it's a lot, but Walking Dead, to me, that would be interesting writing. I'm not saying it would be great writing, but it would definitely confuse everybody, because they would get to see a little bit of that epic death from Lori. But if Michonne and Judith and then Carl goes away, I know it's a lot of characters leaving the show, but it would definitely change the plot a little bit. I guess it would it's tough because Michonne is not comic book Michonne. Michonne is basically Andrea in the comic book. I'm starting to learn that a little by little now. I'm going to read a couple of the comments. Lindsay thinks that Rick has red eyes from crying after losing Judith, and then Rick sends Carl away with baby Gracie to protect her. Maybe. Or maybe Siddiq. And see, this is where sending him away or having Siddiq involved in it, because the fact that Rick does mumble those words, my wrath prevails over, or my mercy prevails over my wrath, tells me that Siddiq is involved somehow. Maybe not in a bad way. What's up, Easy Man? I see you. I know, Northside, it's already written, so it doesn't matter what I say. It ain't going to change at this point, even if the writers listen to me. I'm just saying what I think would be like mind-blowing. I think Carl would be mind-blowing, but that type of death I think would take it a whole different level. And, if that's Rick's utopia, then if something happens to Michonne, then that would preserve her age, right? The last memory of her. If something happened to Carl, if Carl were to leave, he wouldn't see him, then Carl would basically be preserved in the same age. And then Rick's older, and then the baby, Gracie, is older as well. Just a possibility. So Tommy says, me and Bree said that talking about Lori and Judith's comic. Yeah, it was very shocking to me when I read it. And that whole governor scene was very shocking to me. Moist Music says, do you think that Carl might hold Judith and get shot and the bullet goes through him and only kills Judith? Carl's recovering from the bullet. I don't know. I think if a bullet goes through Carl's, killing them both. I don't think they're going to make Carl dodge another bullet. I mean, we've seen that. Carl's been shot twice and he's lived through it. The next bullet that hits Carl is going to kill him. If it hits Carl, is my opinion. Let's call in a few other people here. Hey, Laura, I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, it's not a spoiler. It's definitely something we're talking out loud. When I get the spoiler, believe me, we'll be broadcasting, and I'll let you guys know in advance. Sometimes the spoilers actually desensitize it a little bit. I know there's people that want to be shocked. But, yeah, I saw this this movie. I would like to have a spoiler on it. You know, because sometimes a movie, it's just like you're watching it, and it's either going to be something that you didn't expect. I'm reading and thinking out loud. Sorry, guys. There's a lot of comments streaming up. Yeah, it clearly, if they made Rick older, they could have put some gray in Michonne's hair as well. They could have shown Carl older. And they intentionally did not show Carl's face. He walked by really quick, and I didn't pick this song. You know, really no difference in that. Brooke Madison says, do you think that Tara will die? You know, honestly, I haven't thought about it a whole lot. But I could see Jared or someone killing Tara and Jesus regretting that, changing a little bit of his demeanor. You know, because Morgan went through the whole thing, we don't have to kill him, and then something happened and Morgan kind of lost it. So that would be the type of thing to... Something to happen to Maggie, something to happen to Maggie's baby, something to happen to Tara after Jesus basically took those people captive instead of killing them. I could see Tara written into the storyline that way. Josh says Tara will die eating a Twizzler. That's true. Let's see. So Real says, this TV show, not the comics, they deplete that too fast to wipe out the main actors after last year. Yeah, but there's some they have to get rid of, I think, with All Out War. I mean, if you have All Out War and you don't kill at least a few of the main characters, then it really isn't All Out War, is it? Hippocraft says, I think Rick and Michonne will kill Negan. It's going to be hard to keep Negan alive. I don't know. I'll let you know in about 5 episodes how I feel about Negan in the comic. Because I have a pretty, at least I think I do, I think I have a pretty good emotional gauge. And now granted, I'm not reading the comic for the first time. I guess that's a tough comparison. No, I do. I think I can separate myself from it. I know what's going to happen pretty much in the comic because of the TV show, although it does, I don't know all of the details, so it does throw a little bit of a curve. But I can tell you, and Kirkman even validated this, that you can't put all the characters in the TV show. It's easier to write them in a comic because you don't get as emotionally attached to them. And on TV show, they have to develop them. Plus, you have a lot of actors standing around. So there is, I think they're cognizant of it, that and sometimes it's harder to kill off an actor on a TV show. Yeah, that question came up. People were asking about Morales, so now it's a legitimate question. So if they kill Morales off in an episode, it was a waste to even put him in the story. So I don't think he's going to die that fast. Why bring him back just to kill him when a lot of people didn't even know who he was? Lindsay, I'm going to say, I understand where your question's coming from. I'm going to say it's a terrible question. I've seen that question 2 or 3 times, and you know, I'm glad you kind of rehashed it, but should Walking Dead fans be concerned about the show not coming back for season 9? It's still the #1 show on television. Absolutely, you should not be concerned. This show could lose a couple million fans and still be a top show. It's nowhere near anybody worrying about this. There's story to be told. It is still making a boatload of money. And, I mean, what's better? What's better on television than The Walking Dead? You're probably only going to get, even on HBO, you're going to get 6 more episodes of Game of Thrones. Hopefully they do a spin-off of some sort, because, you know, shows just that amazingly popular. I just hate to see them go when they're in their prime. But they're going to take the show, I'm pretty sure at some point, in a totally different direction. It's easy writing. If you think about it, I mean, you got a comic, storyline. All they got to do is just, you know, half the story is written for them. It's going to be much more difficult when they do start to deviate. It's going to be more difficult, I think, to write original content. Heaven forbid that they don't use the storyline as an arc, and the writers start turning this into freaking Fear the Walking Dead. I mean, that would be horrible. Let's see. Philip Willis says, do you think Father Gabe will die by Negan? I don't. Here's part of the reason why. One, he's got an automatic weapon, and Negan has a bat. So I got the feeling that you're gonna be a little surprised when Negan's sitting there frustrated, hitting the bat on the table, that they're gonna have to work together to get out of it. That's the sad truth, is they may be partners, and I think they're gonna agree to let each other walk away. Not a spoiler. I don't have that information yet, but we're not talking about 10 walkers. We're not talking about even if Negan did overpower him with a bat, which I don't think he will. What is he going to do? Like, overpower him, throw him out there? And I mean, we're talking about there's 500 walkers surrounding him. That ain't going to be enough to get him out. They need a plan. Let's see. Take a few more comments here. Rapid X said, where's Kills? I don't know. I'm the only one talking right now. Moving on to the next question. What did Tommy say? What did Tommy say that I missed? Everybody's agreeing with him. Tommy says, The Walking Dead at its worst is better than 90% of what's on television. I would agree with that, The Walking Dead. But Fear the Walking Dead, no. And, you know, the original content's all on The Walking Dead side. So Westwick says, Kills, you can't help but hate on Fear the Walking Dead. Are you going to watch season 4? There was one episode, and I don't want to get too far away from, I do bring it up, but I want to get back to some of the Walking Dead chat in a minute. Let me just say the episode in Fear the Walking Dead that I watched for an hour about the dam, not the last one, but the one about the water, I felt like I was in my living room and I walked around the coffee table about 100 times. And then when I stopped, I was right back to where I started. That's how I felt. I'll let you guys dig down and sort of decipher that. Let's see. Josh says they shouldn't have killed Glenn. You know, once again, that's a case of it had to be epic and they had to do it that way. I agree. I don't care if the comic book fans would have lost it. I think that would have been cool to keep one of the two alive. Kill Abraham, leave Glenn alive. All right, let me get some more questions in here. Um, Daniel, do you think if Negan was to live, they turn him into a good guy? Well, okay. Let me give you a. You know what, Westwick? Now that we're on it, I'm going to tell you a couple things in The Walking Dead that I thought was so far that I think is Fear the Walking Dead dumb. Okay? Number one, and I love Rick, and I love what they're doing, but let me give you a couple holes in the story from the first 2 episodes. Number one, Rick says to Father G, it's about one person. And Father G says, all this, started with one person, Rick says, and Father G says, it always starts with one person. This did. And Rick says, it's not about me. And he says, yes, you're right, it isn't. And you made it that way. So Rick's whole mission, really, the Walker as a side mission, is to kill Negan. Otherwise, he's shooting at Negan. And then when Negan gets away, he shoots at the windows. Okay, I give you that coincidence. But Negan crawling back out, Rick misses again. Negan's crawling out with a bat. And Rick is 20 feet away. He shoots. Father G comes up. Rick could have ran around the corner and ran that 20 feet and shot him down, and the show would be over. So that was coincidental. I can live with it. I'm not saying it insulted the audience intelligence, but it's very coincidental. And that did give me a small Fear the Walking Dead vibe. And then, the only other thing I'll say, because I've loved the first 2 episodes so far, I'm not here to criticize, but episode number 3, you saw the teaser, and the teaser is they let Jared live. And Jared is walking along with Morgan, and Jared antagonizes him and says, oh, the armor, and he's basically talking about Benjamin. So Morgan turns around, Morgan can kill him. And what prevents him from killing him? Walkers start rolling down the hill. Perfect timing once again. So I understand in a show like this, you do have to have interrupts, you do have to have things, but if that continues to happen, it's going to set a bad precedence for The Walking Dead. And in most cases, they don't have these silly lightning strikes right here, right now. Usually it's a story and it develops and things happen. It's not all based on coincidence and bad timing. There are moments, I'll give you that, like, to develop it. But if Morgan is mad and is going to kill Jared for basically just making an ass comment, and the walkers roll down the hill, and then they kill all the walkers, go back and kill Jared. Don't take him up to Hilltop. You already had it in your mind you were going to do it. Go do it. Finish the job. I would walk up and say, oh, by the way, before those walkers rolled down the hill, I was getting ready to shoot you. So I'm just going to have to do it now. Bang. Done. Over. So that part of it where there's this heightened tension and then there's a break and then you just go back like the heightened tension never happened, that kind of borderline insults me. So otherwise, don't antagonize Morgan. Don't even put the storyline in there if you're not going to do it. You know what I mean? That's just my only thought to that. Maybe I'm alone with that thought. It's fine. I don't have to have always the most popular opinion. And I'm sure there's something bigger for Jared. They're going to write him into it. But if we went through and counted the amount of people that were alive just out of coincidence, there's no way. There's no way Eric's living. Forget it. Eric's gone. But, a lot of these people can take a bullet in a zombie apocalypse. More so than Normal. And I think that's the part of the other show. Hey, Westwick, is that better? Maybe I just won't. I won't even say their name. The other Walking Dead show. Um, you go to Mexico, you come back, you're in the desert, and all these people just end up meeting. Oh, and it's too early to jump on the Morales thing, but yeah, it was a little coincidental, wasn't it? And I'm still curious. I mean, Morales left, Morales came back, Heath left, Heath's going to come back, Sherry left. Is Sherry going to come back? I mean, there is no bed and breakfast around the corner. You just don't disappear and then come back. So anyway, all right, we're going to get back on topic here. So really the point is it's Wednesday Walkers. I mean, we go all over the place. This is caused because I'm answering a lot of your comments. Just so you know, I had an agenda and we're going to talk about it. So I'm reading your questions and you guys are asking the questions. So if we're off of the Judith, Gracie, Carl topic. So I gave you a prediction. I don't know this is going to happen. Tobin's not going to die. Tobin's okay. Francine's gone. Eric's gone. Tobin took a shot in the shoulder. He'll live through it. So my prediction, my theory is that, no, actually not my prediction, my theory, because I'm not predicting this. I'm afraid to make this as a prediction right now. I'm just going to put it out there that it's conceivable to me that this could happen. How about that? Is that better? That somebody gets Lori and Judith's death. Maybe Michonne and Judy. Maybe Carl and Judy. Maybe Enid and Judy. I mean, any of those are possibilities. Rick obviously is extremely upset. He's in a dire situation. Rick's reaction, and if he is fully in character, I can try to analyze his reaction. I'll give you that, because Rick's a great actor. I mean, Andrew Lincoln is there. So I'm going based just on what I've seen. That to me looks like a death. That he is trying to maintain his strength and he's just uttering what comes to mind. And the first thought that comes to mind is something he overheard Siddiq say. So that's why I would think Siddiq would be involved in that. So either it's a death or he's got to let Carl go. Or both. So that's what I feel. And I do think I think Rick's taking the baby. I think Rick is taking Gracie. And because we saw that clue, I do think Judith is on the short list. Well, it could be Michonne, though. Because the thing you have to understand is they could be outnumbered. Michonne could be a beast, but it doesn't mean that it only takes one bullet. I mean, Michonne, she got jumped, and I love me some Michonne, but she was getting beat pretty good by one of the junkyard chicks. So she's not invincible. And definitely 50 saviors storm the place. Only takes one good shot. And, we talk about Carl, and we talk about Carl wanting to pursue school, and then Carl maybe wanting to pursue his singing career. Well, let's not forget, Michonne has another career as well. I mean, Michonne does Broadway, and she does a lot of charitable type of things. So it doesn't mean that she couldn't leave the show as well, and she would be a lot less obvious about it. I mean, we've been talking about Michonne possibly leaving the show for a couple years. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just giving you the possibilities, and it would be shocking. You tell him, Tommy. Tommy says that there's 120 people watching and only half of them hit the like button. So I'm trying to call on as many people as I can, but if you guys could hit the like button, get this thing up over 100 likes as quick as possible. And also, when this video goes live in about 15-20 minutes, once it's official, we finish the live stream, if you can leave your comments in there as well, that would be awesome. And the people watching the playback as well, you guys leave your comments, because as you can see, we've got the 999 Spoilers channel. So what happens is I take these videos, maybe today, or maybe not today, not tomorrow, that's what Negan would say, but I will take some of these videos, and I'm going to take the videos that have the most comments and read your comments on a 999 spoiler video and let people react to your comments. So people, they're going to listen to it, they're going to hear my comments, they're going to agree or they're going to disagree, and they're going to put their own insight in there, which is awesome. I mean, we want as much dialogue, we want as much communication, because that's where the good ideas come from. They come from me throwing something out there, or you guys throwing something out there, and we sort of work our way through it. And I love doing those, kind of reading your videos and seeing how many people like your comments. Because I can see how many people like the video, and then I can see, like, okay, you said something and 100 people like it, must be pretty popular opinion. Or you can be creative, you want to be out there a little bit, that's fine. Just keep it fairly clean. It's not going to be a problem. People kill the baby. I mean, you know what? It's a TV show. Move on. Get over it. I keep hearing that. I heard people say, if Glenn dies, I'm not going to watch the show. And then the same people came back this year. If Abraham dies, I'm not going to watch the show. Abraham was my favorite character. I still watch the show. It is going to thin some people out. If they kill a baby, they kill a baby. It's a fake baby. It's a TV show. I mean, they're not going to kill the baby on purpose. They're not, it's not like they're going to torture a baby on TV. If they shoot Michonne, or they shoot Carl, or they shoot Enid, and a baby dies, it's going to be tragic, but it's tragic television. It's not real. All right. Let me get a few more of your comments. Yeah, I don't need a Morales backstory either. I didn't even need Morales. And they better make it good. Where's Rosita? You're going to see Rosita very soon. Yeah, I mean, I have no emotional attachment to Judith. Judith's hardly ever in the show. We've seen her in a crib a few times. We saw her, with the chalk drawing there. She's a cute baby. But I don't have, it's not like I have the same attachment to her that I have to Rick or Carl or Daryl or Michonne. So it would be sad to see that happen, but it's going to be sad when Shiva dies too. I mean, there aren't a lot of people, it wasn't sad when Francine died to me. I wasn't attached to Francine. But, I mean, these are our characters and we support them, and you just hate to see, I hate to see the tide turning, and I know that the tide is going to turn. The first episode was all Rick. They scored early. Couple touchdowns, they're up big. Last episode, we started to see a little bit of a tide turn, right? We lost Francine. Eric gets shot. It's going to affect some people. Rick's held at gunpoint. So we get to episode 3. We're going to lose more people. So it's a war. It's not a one-sided war. There's going to be casualties on both sides. Daniel says, do you think Siddiq is an Oceanside survivor? Very possible. I mean, Tara, there were some boats Tara passed when she was out there, and that's when initially I thought, okay, maybe Tara will go back out there. But the fact that they had Carl and Siddiq meet each other in episode number 1, I really feel like that's I feel like that can happen. We may get to the mid-season finale and Carl gets stabbed. And I got a question for you guys, though. And you know what? I got a legitimate question. Tommy, I'm not going to ask this because I'm not going to ask this until we get another 17 likes. No, I'm just messing. I'll do it anyway because this may take forever. People are just going to play hardball with me. All right. I'm not going to hold your question hostage. But here's the thing. Why is it I've seen spoiler video and I've gotten dialogue that was line for line. The script, the actual script of the show. If you guys remember last season, about 3 weeks before episode number 1 came out, I actually read the script. So I also got a video that was sent to several people from an anonymous source that said Maggie will die, and it shows Negan swinging the bat and hitting Maggie. Doctored video. So here's my question. If there is leaked video and audio, why can you not see it, and why is the sound muffled? Answer that question for me. This is why I don't buy it until I see it. So is this the film room and somebody sneaks in and they got to distort everything? Come on, people. We've all seen it. Well, most of us have seen it. Most of us have heard it. We've heard a little bit of the muffled voices in the background. Clearly, it's not production ready, that there's more to it. That's all I'm going to say. If it's out there, get the images. Don't give me something that looks like, you know what, I ain't even going to describe what it looks like. It does not look like a knife. And when people were sending me the images of it and they were circling, I said, there's no way. How can you make a knife out of that? You'd be better off looking up in the sky and looking at a cloud and saying that there's your spoiler. There is Negan stabbing Carl. That's how unclear it was. But the fact that people were sending this out as if it was real and as if it was, this is the way the story looked. I mean, I saw the video of Maggie, and the video from Maggie was a lot more convincing than this. But even the video of Maggie was doctored, and you could see it. So don't fall for all of that stuff. With that being said, Carl very well could die in the mid-season finale. You know, you guys asked me a week ago, and I said 80-20. And, you know, I would say 60-40, 65-35. It would not shock me. I don't believe it's going to happen. I think that they're a little bit more careful with that this year. But at the same time, I don't think anybody should walk into it saying, there's no way Carl can die. Because he can. I mean, almost all the characters at this point can. All right. Let's see. Let's open it up for a few more questions because we're about 39 minutes in, and I know a lot of you guys are missing baseball for this. So I'm going to open it up to 3 or 4 more questions. We'll get a couple more announcements, and then we are going to get some shout-outs and let you guys enjoy your Wednesday night. Before we get to your questions, I will say there will be no stream tomorrow night. So we will probably get a video going maybe tomorrow. There may be something posted tomorrow in the afternoon, but no live stream. If you guys are not a part of the 999 Sports channel, though, you'll definitely see some stuff this weekend. So Saturday, we'll have some college football. Sunday, we'll have some NFL football. And, of course, just mark your calendar. Every Sunday night at 8 o'clock, we will be here. And I'll try to get you guys some spoilers posted. If I don't get them tomorrow, I may have to get them posted for you guys Friday or Saturday. And if we can't do that, we'll talk about them on Sunday for this upcoming show. Let's see. Hassan says, Rick just finished burying Carl next to Glenn and Abraham's graves. Is that why his eyes are red? No, because nowhere in that scene is the stained glass is hanging over Rick's shoulder. That is not at Hilltop. So, good question, but no. Westwick says, Thor opens tomorrow night. Well, yes, and Fallout Boy plays tomorrow night, just so you know. Hang on. Oh, Sunday is Shanny's birthday. Shanny, remind me on Sunday, and I'll sing you a Fallout Boy song. It'll still be in my mind. Let's see. A few more questions. Gregory dies this week. No. All right, a little bit of a pause here. A couple more questions. Let's see what we got. Wow, a lot of birthdays coming up. I won't forget you guys. Joshua wants to know if I watched. I did watch Daredevil with Shane, actually. I binge watched it. Okay, I'm struggling to get a couple more questions here. See a lot of them about Red Eye Rick. Two more questions. Well, there you go. Okay, let me also say this. Some of you guys know how this works, too. Super Chat. So Super Chat is a, down at the bottom, there's a emoji, little smiley face, and there's a $sign. So anyone that actually makes a Super Chat donation, we stop the conversation and we focus on that person. So Trail Wilson, thanks for your donation. Appreciate that. And the question is it confirmed that Carl died? So because that question was asked, it is not confirmed that Carl died. It is speculated. It is rumored. There is doctored video at this point. It will not be confirmed, if it is confirmed, for another month before the real script and the real spoilers get out there. So some of the different scenarios, that one is some people are saying that Carl is stabbed outside the gates of Alexandria. That's the rumor, and there's doctored video that tries to support that. So the death could be true. The video is probably not. Chandler was last seen filming at episode number 9. That is true. So it's likely he will not film the rest of the season for the last, 7 episodes? So there's a couple different ways that we can approach that. One, he dies. Number 2, but that's not confirmed. My theory that we put out there on day number 1, and I'm going to stick to it. You know why? Because whether you're right or wrong, you have to have a theory until it's disproven. So I predicted that Carl will become a pirate. That sounds stupid when you say it like that. But because Carl met Siddiq, I'm thinking Siddiq is the Siddiq, with Pete, and he's a first officer, and he has a boat, and he's involved in this. I think Siddiq will take Carl away, or Carl will go away with Siddiq in order to either save someone or just to get away from it. Rick will send him away. So I know it's kind of a long answer to the question, but I could say no, it's not confirmed, but I want to give some of the different conversations and theories that are out there. Because I'm going to tell you, if I'm wrong, many people will bring it up. If I'm right, there will be other spoiling sites and other YouTubers that will say they said it first. It's fine. It's okay. It's all borrowed anyway. I mean, we all form our thoughts from either a spoiler site or a person or an idea or a concept. So at least if they talk about it, it's nice that they talk about it. Pirates of the Walking... Yeah, it sounds a little funny, though, but if you saw it... I mean, I use the word pirate. I mean, But Carl leaving and taking a little break, if I say it like that, it's a little bit more believable. And one more question. Let's see. Well, actually a comment. So Trev says, as much as I think Carl is killed, I think Rick sends him away to avoid Negan killing second. Very possible. I mean, if something were to happen to Judith and Rick has a way to protect Carl that way, absolutely, I think it makes sense. And Trev, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate the thunder and lightning. But the guy was never in the army, so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. And let's see. Anointed in Liquor says, do you think that Oceanside will come back into play? Absolutely, I do. You will see a couple people from Oceanside really soon. And the very last question we're going to take is going to be, dun, 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 because we're 46 minutes into this. Hey, thanks. I'm glad. I'm glad you like that. I did read your comment, which is funny. I read a lot of comments. I can't always respond to them, which is why I love doing these live streams, because sometimes I can just remember. But I get thousands of comments a week, and I really try to read through almost all of them. And if you want to, and if you guys leave comments when this video goes live, other people are going to read them for you as well. Okay, everybody, you have heard a little bit of possibilities. Nothing confirmed with this. We just wanted to get together and talk about the connection between Judith, Gracie, and Carl. Could be some potential deaths. Could be some things that are going to happen. Could be some people leaving the show. But it's all good food for thought at this point. And Lucas says, kills, do you know more than you're telling us? Well, Lucas, if I go into a video and say it is prediction, I can't tell you spoilers. So, and yet I smile. Perhaps I'm smiling because I have confidence, or perhaps I'm merely projecting this confidence, and I don't know the line. So I say yes and no and yes, and finally yes and yes. And yet I smile. All right, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate all of you guys being here. That was a very, very bad Ezekiel on the spot. I have no idea. I don't have it written down. I was just kind of going off the cuff there. So thank you. Appreciate everything that you guys do. We will have some spoilers officially for you guys within the next couple days, so just hold tight. I'll get those posted for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for everything that you guys do. Keep in mind, 999 plays. If you're not subscribed, that is going to be some gaming stuff, some new releases. Get over there and subscribe. Once we hit 500 subs, which is going to be very soon, we'll do giveaways over there. Issue number 100 coming up on the 999 comic channel. We're going to do giveaways over there. If you're subscribed to everything, you have a better chance of seeing the Easter eggs. So you'll get a chance to win some iTunes cards in the Random Things video on Tuesday. I'm going to ask you questions. It could be, hey, what's the first game that I did a video on this site, or so on and so forth, or did you see this image? Those things could happen. And also 70K sub giveaway should be happening within the next couple weeks. We are so close. So tell somebody about the channel, share the links, get involved. You guys have really, you're the reason why I'm here. You're the reason why this channel is growing and the reason why I do this as often as we do it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's shout out time. So I want to say what's up to the Chronic, also Steph, the Cuervo Queen, Jazzy Gabrielle, Anointed in Liquor, Jake from State Farm. I love that name. Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning. Lucas, thanks for being here. Jamie Taylor. You guys type a 999 real quick in chat just so I can see you really fast. Give some shout outs. We'll wind this thing down. Easy Man, thanks for being here as well. Who else we got here? We got Rapid X. It's all right, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. And I didn't even read it. I just gave somebody a shout out and then they got banned for 300 seconds. Man, I'm going to have to go back and see what they said. Anyway, don't worry about it. Jay, be smart, thanks. E Beach, appreciate that. Jeff Kerrigan, Nikki S, meow to you as well. Brooke Madison, Michelle M, Spaz 0023, what's up Spaz? D Mooney, Trev Heath, 1973. That's right, man. I'm gonna give you some thunder and lightning soon. John Brody, what's up, John? Who else we got? We got Jesse Walker, Rob Deegan, what's up, Rob? Philip Willis. James Gallegos in the house. Hassan Shabazz. Thanks. Appreciate you being here, Hassan. No Nonsense is here. Lynn, the Zombie Fox. Awesome Jelly. Darren Sukram. Thanks for being here. Last Day on Earth. Is that to get me to play Last Day on Earth? I know you guys have been twisting my arm a little bit. Diane Estes. Thanks for being here. Where is Carol McFry? Did I not see her tonight? Gene Atkins. What's up, Gene? Good to see you. Sinister Bullet is also here. All right, we'll let a few more people. At Double L, Lindsay Luke, thanks for being here. Yep, the moderator's awesome. Kel says smile. And just another reminder while you guys are typing, the 999 Facebook page is being modified to allow shares, links, more people to join. We're going to grow that thing. I'd love to see that just thousands of people in the 999 Facebook page. We're going to open it up for more Walking Dead content as well. So thank you. Tommy Sweetass McCandless is in the house. Who else we got? Shani D. Can't forget you. Northside Queen either. Emma McCalick. Thank you, Emma. Deborah Cox is in the house. Pat Senzone. Who else not us? I'm missing quite a few people. I didn't see Aaron Music tonight. Carol. Okay, there's Storm. Storm 3851. I see you. I'm always going to miss some people. But it's all right. Oh, the more people we have here, it takes me more to do the credits, but people can always tune out the video like 2 minutes before, and then if they don't want to hear the credits, they don't have to listen. But it's just, I'm going to give you guys all the love and all the respect I can. Kicks are real life. Thanks for being here. And Shani, if I forget, early happy birthday. I'll try not to forget. Steve Smith, thanks for being here. Josh Odom. Thanks for being here, Josh. It's Daniel, 786. 999 Army, what's up, man? Death Row, what's up, Death Row? All right, still got a few people, might be lagging out a little bit. If I missed you, as always, it's never personal. I'll try to catch you on the next one. So thanks so much, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Oh, I almost forgot. I think I forgot a couple moderators, didn't I? Emmy Desiree Bacon. Let's see, we got Tommy. Oh, Bree's not here tonight, so I know Bree had some other things. Dark Angel, I want to say what's up to you. I know you'll watch the playback. And also Moody Girl, she'll be back with us soon. And that is, all right, we're going to wind it down at that point. Thanks, everybody. This is The Walking Dead, Season 8, Episode 2, Judith, Gracie, and Carl connection, and a whole lot of other stuff that we put in the mix. So stay tuned. A lot of good stuff with the Facebook page, with these streams, giveaways, etc., etc. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.